Coming off a great WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada, wrestling fans are very happy and had a lot of things to say. Non wrestling fans had other things to say as far as do wrestling fans need to grow up. Let's listen to my man Rob Parker on how he feels about WrestleMania.
Kid, I watched wrestling. It was weird for me as a kid because my favorite wrestler was a black guy named SD Jones, Special Delivery Jones.
It's kind of a dope name.
Yeah, SD Jones. He was right. And Kelvin back then he would be like great the whole match, all that, but he could never pin the guy down. You know, like
They
that.
never let the brother win.
They never let the brother win.
In fact, he was in a WrestleMania squash match in WrestleMania 1 where King Kong Bundy beat the dude in 9 seconds. I got a video about it. Me and Noel Smith, y'all can check it out. We actually reacted to that match. Y'all go back and check it out.
It used to bother me as a kid. I used to be like,
shoot.
how come he can't win? Like he was dominating the entire match. And then at the end, like he'd have the other guy down and the other guy would flip him. And then the referee would do the quick boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And he was out. SD Jones, I know there are older people listening who remember that.
SD Delivery Jones.
But I grew out of it. You know, you realize like it's fake, it's phony, it's scripted, and you grow out of it. And I know there's been all kinds of stories on it and whatnot. And ESPN signed this big deal with them, and they're treating it like it's real, like it's a competition. They're doing stories on Sports Center like it's. I'm not against entertainment, and I know the E and ESPN is entertainment, but it should be separate. Do you know what I mean? You can't mix it in with the football. We're gonna go from a football story to a WWE story to a baseball. No, that one of these do not go together. And I'm just shocked to see ESPN, and I know McAfee was involved, and I get it. He's one of their personalities. Stephen A. was there so that they could boo Stephen A., you know, and all that. And that goes with the territory. It just tells you're a big guy when they're booing you at an event like that. But it was a big ordeal, and I just saw stuff online where social media, people were ripping it that it wasn't good. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of commercials, and then 4 hours, and they only wrestled for an hour and a half out of those 4 hours. So there were a lot.
Yeah, it was a bit. WrestleMania is a bit long, even though they break it up into 2 days. But like he said, it's a happening, as they say. It's a spectacle. It's like the Super Bowl as far as wrestling. They got all them people to come out to Las Vegas, 100,000 people to do two shows in Vegas. And then they had Monday Night Raw there too. I was jealous that I couldn't go, but you know whatever. But you know Rob is having a lot to say about wrestling.
There are a lot of people disgruntled. But my point is this. I can't understand how people are still into grown men are still into wrestling. I can't. We all went to the zoo. We all went to the circus as kids, right? And at some point, Kelvin, you grow out of it. I just cannot get over how older guys who are sports fans, who watch the NFL, who watch Major League Baseball, who watch the NBA, they live and die for that stuff, but they have this soft spot for wrestling, and they walk.
Like anything, Rob, it's just entertainment. And me being a soon-to-be 47-year-old man next month, still would enjoy going to the zoo if it didn't smell like hippopotamus shit. And I would still actually enjoy going to the circus if I had a small child to take to the circus. I don't think my 16-year-old wants to go to the circus anymore because I guess, like you said, it's kind of childish. But like anything else, like say you watch American Idol, you're entertained by it. You watch The Real World or you watch soap operas. It's entertainment. That's why people enjoy it. Now it is complex. It is combat entertainment, which we all know is scripted, even though it's very physical. But like anything else, it's entertainment. It's grown men that watch soap operas. It's grown men that watch primetime TV, Law and Order. You know, people ain't really getting murdered on Law and Order. Those crimes aren't really happening. It's just entertainment like anything else.
Walking around with the belts, and they're going to a watch party at a sports bar, whatever it may be. I need somebody to explain it to me because I
Join me every Monday night right here for the Monday Night Raw watch party.
don't understand it. And Kelvin, maybe
All
you
right.
can help me.
I'm gonna explain it to you, even though unfortunately I'm more aligned with you.
Okay,
But,
but
I'm gonna explain it.
Boy, now tell
Because
me
it
about your
start-
history,
it
though.
start-
Did you?
I'm with you.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was all in. I was that WWF era of Hulk Hogan, Coco Beware. Don't quote me, by the way, because they'll tell me. No, he was in WWE, WCW.
Right.
My point is, these were the wrestlers I was watching, okay? Because they're going to come for me, Rob. But the Ultimate Warrior, Jesse the Body Ventura, I was just that era. I could, go on and on. Andre the Giant, like the 84, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to about 91, 92, 93.
Was Chief
that was
J?
your boy,
Was Chief
from like
J
5 to
Strongbow
12.
still there or no? He was out. He was gone.
No,
Okay.
not for me. So from like 6 to 12ish was in, like everybody, even my sister. Shout out to my sister Debbie. We were in on a Saturday. I can't think it came on at like noon. It was just fun. You're all in, and to your point,
Here it came on at 11 o'clock right after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I didn't really know it was choreographed. I just knew I loved Hulk Hogan, and I loved the Ultimate Warrior, and I loved, like I said, the $1 Million Man and Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Right.
Like I was in.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking
Imagine
about it.
me actually
Meet Base 44, a
not
complete
watching commercials. But okay.
And then Roddy Piper. I could go on and on.
And then
Had all the action
and then
figures.
puberty
But
hit,
Rob-
right?
Puberty hit, and I really started to understand, this ain't real. And I felt, now I'm like knee deep in the Barry Sanders and the Pistons and Go Blue, and Michigan Wolverines are taking off in my life. Fab Five.
Okay, this dude is probably from Detroit, like me, because he likes some of the same teams I like, and he has to be around my age because he's talking about Barry Sanders. And Rob Parker has lived in Detroit and been a columnist in both papers too. So he's probably, feeling what is being said right here.
So kind of like, all right, cool. I get it. It was entertaining. You peek in every now and again to see who the big new hot guy was, wrestling. But it was weird as I got into high school. That's when The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin started taking off. And guys are like, to your point, quoting them and walking around and doing it. I'm like, yo, Shorty over there, she ain't trying to hear all that. Like, or you want to go to the mall? And so that's when the separation started for me. Then college hits, and now I'm really going right. I'm throwing parties in college. I'm working in college. I'm
Right.
trying to participate in my school academics, and yet and still, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? And guys were real. And then the advent of the video games start really taking off. So I'll fast forward a little bit for you, Rob. What I think happened was, I'm out here, I got a job, or I'm finishing college, or now I'm 20, my mentor, I got a job. Here's the one thing I can hang on that's still my youth. That thing I can come home and have that is me. And have that I can almost still be a 10-year-old boy with my friends like back in the day. What did you guys do? And I did it too. Collect baseball cards, right? Well, you meet up Saturday and I'll trade you and we'll do this and I'll look
Right.
which ones you get. Open up a
It's still grown men that collect baseball cards. In fact, it's a store in a mall here that has a bunch of, for all sports, a bunch of different great cards. I'm going to actually start shopping there and buying some of these cards, and maybe I'll show them to some of y'all on this channel. like I said, I'm 47 years old. It's just you say grow up, but you gotta enjoy some things in life. Rob, are you just getting old and miserable? Maybe. Hmm.
A package, upper deck, and so I think it's that little thing that guys carried with them that like they got a wife and kid, or they got career, but here's my little place for 2 hours. I can zone out and be a 12-year-old boy again. And women, maybe for them, it's I work hard, I got this, but I'm a zone out on these Real Housewives of Pick a City. And I know it's stupid. I know it ain't even really the realest, but I'm going to have fun and I'm going to enjoy it. And I think that's what it became for guys. And then it got into pop culture with like hip hop artists, politics, right? You got President Trump. Even before him, how you got, Dana White tying into sports and UFC and wrestling and politics. I just think it started to intertwine into social media and politics and hip hop guys and it's the new thing to do. Like you pull up on them, you go perform. Now I Show Speed, one of the huge social media influencer. By the way, I did go to my little nephew's flag football game, went to their house. I Show Speed he might have a new career in this, Rob. And for those who watch it, they know what I'm talking about. But it's just not my deal.
I Show Speed has a great personality, as you guys know. He's a great kid, comes from a good family, and is around a lot of great people. And he's a great natural athlete, so he might be really good in professional wrestling. Nephew, I Show Speed.
When I tell you,
Much
it was
love,
everywhere
brother.
I went to go pick up food, they were watching it. Back at my little, our family's house, hanging out, they're watching it. It's just pervasive, and I think it just gives them, Rob, that little bit of bro time, right? Zone out, the bros. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to be in the politics. I don't have to pay bills. I can just have this world for me. That for my little glimpse of time, this little moment where I can just be little me again and put all my cares away and enjoy it. And I just think that's their thing. For you, it's probably a ballpark, a baseball game.
Right, but the difference is,
I've been there with you.
I agree. I hear what you're saying, okay, and all that about escape. But I thought when you're a sports fan, right, before when you were a kid.
I take it back. No, it's for you. It's Magic City, Rob.
Okay,
it's
Magic
City.
City.
No, I'm serious. That's the equivalent. I go there, I have fun, eat some wings, flirt a little bit.
But it ain't
for you,
fake,
it's Magic
though.
City.
It ain't.
Am I the only one that can't eat at a strip club? I just can't eat around a bunch of naked strangers. I don't know. It just fucks with me. Am I the only one? Everybody talks about how delicious a food is at a strip club. The only time I've eaten at a strip club, it was basically empty, and was fully clothed. But that's me. I'm into things like that. Go ahead, Rob.
Fake.
It's other people in thongs.
It ain't fake at Magic City. That's real.
It's other people in thongs.
Yes, it is.
Saying like the thing that I can't understand
Ain't no real vibes
is
there.
how much like sports fans who really are into games and stuff, and you know what makes sports, why sports is
Every stripper in Magic City go up to Rob. He thinks you really like him.
still as relevant as anything out there is it's really reality television, right? Real reality. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Kelvin, that's what keeps bringing us back, right? We don't know. We don't know that the Pistons are going to win or lose on Sunday. We don't. We really don't know. We hope, we think, we don't know.
Right.
The only two things that move the television audience today, live sporting events and national news. That's it. That's it. But there's these people who live and die with.
You don't know who's going to win a wrestling match, really, unless you just an insider like that. They don't always know because it can change. The Undertaker didn't even know he was going to lose to Brock Lesnar till the day of WrestleMania. So it's choreographed, but you still don't necessarily know. Like I said, unless you're the booker, who's going to win or who's supposed to win. You might be an insider and might push out a storyline out to the public, but the storyline can change. So again, with that, Rob, you're wrong. What do you guys think about this? I'm a wrestling fan for life. Like I said, I'm a month short of my 47th birthday. I'm giving 50 a hell of a shove. Get your ass on 50. Get your ass on 50. But I still enjoy professional wrestling. Um, and if you're here watching this channel, you enjoy it too. And there's nothing wrong with it. And why do you ever really have to grow up? Be a kid as long as you can. Don't listen to me, but a lot of adults have our escapes. Magic City is an escape from reality. You need that just a little bit where you could go on here and live your serious life. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having fun. There's nothing wrong with enjoying professional wrestling. I still enjoy professional wrestling, and I hope you do too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. This is your boy, the Sports Doctor Spock, Mickey Coleman. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I am gone for now. Peace out. Don't forget to comment.